All right, this is a quick one. You see, when as a single person you are trusting God for a spouse, the smartest and the wisest thing to do is to start developing the qualities you desire to see in your partner, your future partner. Start developing those qualities on your own. You see, I shared a story some years ago. As a single man, I wrote down 70 qualities I needed in a wife. And after I documented those 70 qualities, the Holy Spirit asked me, do you have these qualities that you documented? These things that you listed down, patience, hardworking, this and that, all these qualities I listed, humble, everything. Do you have these qualities? And I couldn't answer that question at that time. I tore that paper. I shredded it. And I went to the drawing board to work on myself. You can only attract your kind of person. Understand this. As much as you want God to give you a good spouse, it's important that you work on yourself. Because a loving father will not take his wonderful son or wonderful daughter and give to you that is not serious with your life. You don't go to church. You're not committed to the things of God. You don't listen to instructions. Nobody can advise you. You don't keep a particular job. You are jumping from one job to another. You know, there are people that they cannot keep one job for 5 years. One of the ways to know a person you should not trust is a person that is not consistent. They can't live in one address for a long time. They cannot keep a job for a long time. I did a video some days ago where I told you I moved from being a nurse to being a law enforcement officer. I was a nurse for 15 years. I was a nurse for 15 years in the United States before I left that job and I went into being a deputy officer. Listen, stop jumping from one place to another, from one apartment to another, from one job to another, one relationship to another. When I meet people, one of the things I'm looking out for is consistency. Stop jumping around. Learn to stay at a place when you are. See, one of the things that will help people to trust you is consistency. And that is why when you apply for certain things, maybe you apply for a job, they will tell you to list your work history. There is something they are looking for. They are looking for consistency. How many years did you keep your former job? How many years did you live in your former apartment? How many years have you been doing this? I would rather trust somebody who has been doing something for years than to trust someone who is doing it just jumping from one place to another. I want to talk to singles. Be consistent with your life. Be consistent. When you say something, you do it. Be known for consistency. There's something my wife normally says, you know, when we are still courting or dating. When I tell her, I'm going to call you at 2 a.m., she knows. Till now, I still do. If I tell her, expect my call, maybe I'm at work and I tell her, expect my call at so time, she knows she will keep her phone around her. If I tell her, babe, well, I'm going to provide this for you, she knows I'll provide it for her. There was a time she said, oh, babe, I need a treadmill in the house so I can use it for exercise. I said, oh, fine, no problem. I went out one day when she was not expecting and I came back with a treadmill. She said, how come? You didn't even tell me you were buying it. I said, well, you told me you needed it. Listen, let people know you for consistency. When you say something, do it. Be trusted. Listen, I'm saying it to even married people. Let your spouse trust you. You cannot say something and you don't do it. No. Be known for your words. Your words should carry weight. And when you open your mouth, you see, I like to teach with examples for a reason. You see, sometimes when my wife asks me that, oh, I want us to do this, the next thing she will say, just promise me, just make me a promise. Promise me. The reason she's saying promise me is because she knows if I open my mouth to promise her, definitely I will do it. The moment I open my mouth to say, don't worry, we'll handle it, she knows I will do it. You know, people want to believe you when you open your mouth. They want to know that when you say something, you will do it. As a single person, begin to develop the attitude of trustworthiness, consistency. Be consistent with your life. Be consistent with your words. You can't say one thing today, tomorrow you are saying something else. Nobody can trust you. All right? When you are believing God for a spouse, Also develop the qualities that you want to, those qualities, develop it in your personal life. You want someone that is clean and, keeps the environment clean. Be clean yourself. Keep yourself clean. Dress well. Go and get a job. Pay your own bills. Stop borrowing money from one person to another. Go and get a job. All right? Go back to school if you have to. Carry yourself the way you want to see others. You want to see your spouse carry himself or herself. You want someone that is slim. Go and work on yourself to lose your weight. Stop looking for something you don't have. That's greed. It's selfishness. If you don't have it, stop looking for it. You want a woman that can cook. As a man, also paying attention to cooking certain things. So when your wife is pregnant, you can help. Learn how to change diaper, because when she comes, she will need your help with changing diaper. Learn how to clean up the house. So every quality you need in your future spouse, develop it, and you will meet the person. God bless you.